Hey Capricorns, welcome to Tarot and Heal. Welcome to the place where we tarot and heal our way to self-love and unity consciousness. Welcome to your May reading. Hope all is well. Lisa here. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG. If you want a personal reading, you can check out the info box below. I do those. All right. I come to you, humbly God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light and divine love in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Capricorn Collective needs to know for May? So, this is the Work Your Light Oracle. We have Warrior Woman coming out. We have Awakening, Energetic Upgrades, a new way of being, integration. And then we have Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. And do something to change his light in real quick. Hold on. Okay, I think that's better. With this card, Dance with Life, obviously this is the energy of going with the flow, right? But because it's coming out with this energetic upgrade, I do feel like there's a physical need. There's a need to be a bit more physical to clear out the energy within your body, all right? However that works for you. If it's taking walks in nature, if it is literally dancing, playing music and dancing, it's something about that might come about. If your body feels, if you feel like some aches, some pains, you know, sometimes with these energetic upgrades, it comes with those physical pains, you know. So that's something to keep in mind. If you feel that happening in May, dance, stretch, yoga, whatever the case is, whatever it is for you, there's a need to be a little bit more active in May. It's something about it to get the energy moving and to build up strength, I feel. Okay, let's keep going. You do all things in moderation. Nurture yourself first. Yeah, see, I'm getting all that self-care energy. So obviously you won't go from, you know, not moving at all to, you know, running a marathon, right? But it's just a little bit of movement that's needed to just shake things up. So even though I'm saying physically shake things up, this can obviously be on a spiritual level. But I do feel like the physical movement will help with the energetic moves. Like something needs to be moved around, okay? You have Live Life to the Fullest coming out here. Something needs to be shaken off. All right, let's go. Let's continue. Something about stepping out of your element too. So if you're used to going to the gym, maybe take a walk, you know, a jog outside, you know. Something about that. It's like doing the same thing, but doing it a little bit differently, just a minor shift in the energy. Work, okay. A balance between the work and play, all right? You have the Seven of Pentacles coming out, which is a card of reassessing. Ooh, another 7 coming out. Seven of Coins, Seven of Pentacles with the Seven of Wands here. The Seven of Wands is about standing your ground, being confident in your stance. You have the Three of Swords coming out in reverse, so it's like releasing heartbreak, releasing disappointments, all right? With the Knight of Pentacles, there might feel like there's some disappointments where things probably didn't, maybe you feel like things didn't work out the way you wanted them to. But there's a need to know with the Seven of Wands, you did what you were supposed to do, or you did the best you could in a certain situation. There's a need to reflect on the wisdom that you attained or that you gained with the tools that you had or with the cards that you were dealt, you know. With this Knight of Pentacles, that's a slow-moving deck. I mean, slow-moving card, right? There's a need to focus on the progress that is made, that has been made, rather than falling short on a goal, okay? If things aren't working as quickly as you want them to, we do have the World card coming out with that upgrade. So it's like, okay, but where's my upgrade? There's a need to, even though you're not at the 10 of Pentacles, focus on the fact that you have the 7, right? There's still more to learn. There's still more wisdom to gain with the Elder card here. I feel like somebody's like ready to go into Emperor mode and they want Emperor or Empress mode, but they still have more gems to attain, okay? It's like, don't walk before you crawl, you know? So someone's crawling and they're like, oh, this is so slow. I want to get that piece of candy over there. You know, it'll be better if I knew how to run. All I know how to do is crawl right now, you know? But there's a need to be patient with that, okay? While you're crawling on the floor, pay attention to what's around there. You know, you could, the benefits of crawling, the benefits of a baby crawling, they could see under the chairs. They have a different vantage point that people who can run can't see, right? Certain details that they might miss. So with that being said, pay attention and learn to appreciate where you are right now. Okay, even if you're not running, you're not sprinting towards a goal, or if the goal isn't moving quick enough, if it's moving at caterpillar pace, it's okay. Appreciate because you are moving forward. So appreciate the small steps, the small wins. Celebrate the F out of those, because that's what's going to bring more. All right. Yeah. So with the Chariot card about the building, this could be about work, okay? So you're being led to carry this energy with the Nine of Swords. Oh, hold on. Slipping out my hand, okay. Nine of Swords, which is the energy in reverse, okay? It's like dropping that overthinking, the anxiety of like, when am I going to reach this goal, or when is whatever going to happen? Letting go of that. Hangman, seeing things from a different perspective, okay? Things might feel like they're hung in suspension, okay? It might feel like things are slowing down, okay? It might feel like things are slowing down and you're like, wait, what am I missing? Why is it slowing down? I'm doing the same thing I've been doing. And I think it has to do, okay, the stagnancy, okay. Things might be slowing down or starting to feel stagnant, and it's for a reason. I think you're being given, it's so you could have more time to handle the energetic upgrades. So this could be, let's say work slows down, or people aren't hitting you up like, like they used to, whatever the case is. You're energetically, that's like, with the Hierophant coming out, it's like, it's a divine thing that's happening, all right? It's like your spirit team or the universe, they're making room so that you can actually moderate, okay? Reassess how much energy you're putting into what. There's a need to take time to reprioritize how much energy you're putting into people, things, which people, who deserves your energy, who doesn't, or who doesn't deserve this much energy, okay, and who does, as far as projects, so on and so forth. What are you putting most of your thought your mental facilities into. Mental faculties? Mental faculties. So yeah, nurture yourself first, do all things in moderation. Someone might have been on the go, you know, and things are slowing down because you ain't know how to slow down. So that's what it feels like. There's a need to do that so you could build up your strength. All right. While you were going for this thing, other parts of your life are getting blocked, it seems, okay? So when we're talking about shaking things up, shifting things, it's like, okay, you're putting a lot of work into love, but you're neglecting your career, or vice versa, putting all this energy into your career and neglecting love or friends or, you know, your social life, whatever the case is, okay? So it was certain parts that were stagnant while you were putting all your energy into one or two things, okay? When there's a need to balance out how much energy you're putting into things now, moving forward. There's a need to see the value in that in all the other aspects of your life, all right? Because ultimately, your team wants to see you do this, live life to the fullest. Enjoy life in its fullest extent, okay? They don't want to see you just working hard and then suffering in a social aspect, or just partying hard but not getting the money, right? They want to see you have this balance. So there is some type of divine intervention that's happening here to slow things down, all right? So that you can learn how to move forward in a more balanced, healthier way. All right, so you can enjoy the journey more. Okay. And having the wisdom to enjoy the journey, okay? Yeah, see, we have the Hangman at the bottom of this deck as well. All right. So with this Hierophant coming out, this is also learning how to manifest easier without being on like the go, go, go all day, every day. I got to work hard, play hard. I don't sleep till I'm dead. You know, getting out of that type of mentality. And learning to draw things in, okay? So we have that Queen of Wands coming out. Being more efficient with your energy. All right, being more efficient with the energy. So we have the Hermit coming out, the Five of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. So it's like the energy of like, okay, I don't want to miss out on any opportunity, so I'm going to just go out. Anything that someone invites me to, I'm going to just go there because I don't want to miss out, you know. And it's like, okay, but you do have to nurture yourself. If you have to take time out, do that, okay? Or if it's like you're working on a project and you're like, but if I waste today, then I won't have the opportunity to, you know, I'm just wasting time. No, take time out. Learn how to manifest on an energetic level first before, you know, physically getting into things, okay? So with that Hermit card, I feel like more planning. It's something about saving, conserving energy is going to build up your strength. Okay, if you feel like you're burnt out, it's because of how you're operating right now. It's not efficient. It's not sustainable. Here's an example. Like when people say, like I've heard, like there's a practice, right, where if you wake up in the morning, you write down a list, a simple act. You write down a to-do list, okay, and you prioritize by the most important and the least important. Don't expect to get it all done, but just know that you have to go for the bigger things first, you know, to get that out the way. Now you have some structure, you have some organization, as opposed to not writing down a list and just keeping it all in your head and then just scrambling all day like, okay, all right, now what do I have to do next? You know, taking a little bit more time to organize in the morning will help for an efficient, more productive day, as opposed to just winging it, right? It's a more efficient use of your energy. So something like that, energetically, we're learning how to, I don't know if this is for work. It could be for work. But yeah, we're learning some skills as to how to be more efficient with our energy. I think it's just for manifestations in general, okay? Just for your overall well-being, emotionally, financially, romantically, whatever. So back to the idea of planning your day, taking it in bite-sized pieces, you know, writing down steps. For example, you know, I'm a Capricorn. Well, we Capricorns, you know, we like to plan some things, okay? But yeah, that's another thing. That's another quote unquote method to success, right? Taking an idea and then breaking it down into steps, more manageable steps, so it seems less overwhelming. And in that way, you're able to actually get things done, right? As opposed to like scrambling, how can I get this thing done, you know? So we could take that and apply that to our life in general, our life goals, okay? So when we have financial goals, but we also have relationship goals, right? If you're single, you want a specific type of person. Take the time out to actually list that out, you know, refine that, okay? And then figure out what steps are you taking to actually make that happen. So, okay, I want this type of love life, but you're still just working 40, I don't know. I was about to say 40 hours a day. It's not possible, but you get what I'm saying. 24 hours a day, right? Working overtime, okay, but not giving yourself time to actually go out and look for people, right? Potential suitors or whatever. So there's a need to really assess that. What do you want? And then how are you actually going to get it? Okay, how much energy are you actually putting towards these goals? Because if you assess that, you might realize that most of your energy is probably just going to a specific sector, and it's not being spread around for all your goals, for you to have a well-balanced life. All right. It's a Tony Robbins seminar over here. All right. What's the blockage? So if you do find that for some reason something is slowing down, take an opportunity there to enjoy hermit mode, all right, without regret. Don't be in hermit mode and still letting your mind run, okay? I feel like another great life hack when it comes to that is like, okay, I give myself permission for this 1 hour to just be lazy. I give myself permission for this hour, even if you have to purge if you're feeling sad. I give myself permission for this hour to just feel sad, right? To purge it out. You know, I give myself this hour to whatever it is, you know, and then I can pick up on all my frantic thoughts later on, right? I can go back into workaholic mode after this hour, you know. That's another good one too. All right, blockage. You don't have to work as hard as you are. You might be used to it. You might enjoy it. Capricorns, we love to work. Is what we enjoy doing. We love being in the trenches doing it, you know. But we're being led to conserve our energy. If you don't have to put in so much work and you can find an easier way to work smarter, not harder. You know, I feel like our modus operandi is working harder. So we have to learn how to work smarter. So if you have to start delegating, for example, loosen the reins and allow for that. Specifically delegating when it comes to spirit as well. Like, instead of racking your brain for an idea, set the intention and allow for the idea to come to you, right? So that's a smarter way of moving. You don't, you know, it's an energy saving way, more energy efficient way of manifesting. All right, what's the blockage? Speaking of that 10 of Pentacles here, yeah. See, someone's like, I can't stop working until I get the 10. It's like, enjoy what you got. Enjoy what you got here, you know? It's like, I'll just use me. It's like me going from me wanting to be in Atlanta all the time, right? For a while. And then I get here and I'm like, but it's not a mansion though. It's like, enjoy the move. You wanted this. Enjoy what you have, right? It's like, I mean, this is cool, but, and it's like, no, enjoy your manifestation, right? Even if it's not the 10 yet, it's not the 10 of Pentacles yet, right? With the 7 of Swords coming out, it's like you're cheating. Oh my gosh, all right. It's like we're depriving ourselves because we don't have what we think is the full picture. And that's where the moderation comes in. It's stopping us from enjoying what we actually have, you know? So, yeah. With love, let's say it's like, okay, yeah, I don't have the marriage yet, but I have all these people who love me. I have a dope social circle, you know? Like that, like appreciate the love that you do have. Appreciate the money that you do have, you know, the abundance that you do have. It'll help you slow down. It does seem like there's a need to slow down, yeah. The 9 of Cups, it's okay. Nobody's saying take your eyes off the prize. It's just that when you get there, at this pace, the thing is like, you might burn out before you actually get there, you know? Even if you just have to slow down temporarily, that's fine. But there's a need in May to slow it down and to reassess how you've been expending your energy. Yeah, there we are. That Magician card, okay? The Magician card coming out with the Sun card in reverse. This is like not being happy with your manifestation. Like I said, like I manifest the Atlanta move. I manifest this beautiful apartment. And then if I'm just like, yeah, but you know, I want a penthouse though. Like, no, enjoy this, you know? So it's okay. It's great to have vision. But just respect the laws of time, I guess. Divine timing. Also, I'm just going to stick to the apartment versus penthouse. So if I'm like unappreciative of this apartment because I want a penthouse, I might feel like I'm so ready to handle, let's say a condo. I might feel like I'm so ready to handle penthouse condo life. But it's coming off as what we're looking for. We're not quite ready for it yet, even though we feel like we can. So that comes back to the energy of running before we can walk, before we could crawl. Like trying to walk before we crawl. It's like whatever that lifestyle is, or whatever this 9 of Cups energy is, we're not completely ready to handle all that comes with that yet. There's still more to gain and more wisdom. There's more wisdom to gain and more experiences to be had. This could be people. Maybe there's some people that you need to meet before you get to that goal, okay? Or there's some people you need to meet to get to that goal, all right? So just trust in that and try to enjoy this, all right? Enjoy your life, yeah. Dance with life. Go with the flow. This is also the energy of like the manifestations not coming through the way you think they will. And someone not feeling too happy about that. But I feel like it's for a reason. It's going to be disappointments in love. And you're like, I wanted love, but I ain't want it to come through like this. This isn't good enough. Take it back. So again, enjoy that. Appreciate it. All right. Or try to find the value and beauty of it. All right. What are they feeling to say? You have the King of Wands coming out in reverse. So now we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands that came out in reverse. Wow. We have the Queen of Cups coming out in reverse. All right. This is just all about stepping into your power. Really, you have to take time out to be a better magician. You're already in magician mode, okay? But it's about becoming a better one. If you are in magician mode, like where you know how to create, you know how to manifest things, but you're still kind of worrying a little bit, so you're causing a little bit of a rift in your in the process, it's time to practice that. Slow down on that. Like the last time you manifested something, were you at ease? You know, it's something about that. All right. When you asked the universe for something and they brought it back to you, did you express the gratitude? You have a Ton of Cups coming out here, all right? Or did you express the gratitude? Did you appreciate it? Did you bask in the moment? Or did you say, all right, on to the next thing? You know, I feel like that's yeah, I was going to say that's a Capricorn trait. I feel like it is, but I think it's a trait for anybody who wants more, right? It's like, okay, I'm not going to, it has this energy of not enjoying the journey and then just saying, I'm not going to be happy until I get the full shebang. So that's what's happening there. There's a need to enjoy everything that's coming in because that will help for quicker expansions. This is going to be a game changer, this way of thinking. You have the Page of Swords coming out with the Two of Swords. This is just a new way of doing things. This just feels like being a better manifester, a co-creator with the universe. How much faith do you have when you're actually putting in your order? How much do you actually believe you can have something? Oh my gosh. So when you ask for something, how much do you believe you can have it? How much energy are you putting into that? How consistent are you with what you're asking for? For example, if you're asking for a certain level of love, but you keep dealing with, you want full-on commitment, but you keep dealing with situationships, right? What are you telling the universe about this manifestation, right? So there's a need to know how we might be working against ourselves and in turn making ourselves work harder than we need to. So just refining our practices as magicians. All right, cool. Either way, this feels like a very positive reading. It's on an up and up. You are moving in the right direction and things can probably pick up in pace. But there's a need to reassess and tweak tweak your practices and how much you're using your energy, or how efficiently you're using your energy to get what you want. There's also a thing of like asking too much, right? If you're trying to manifest, right? And then you already get your answer or whatever the case is. There can be sometimes where let's say you're doing affirmations. or spell work, whatever it is you do. But you're doing these affirmations, but it's compulsive. It's coming with like a frantic energy. So that's causing a drag in how quickly it can flow. It's something like that that's happening. Like you're doing the right thing, but it's still like, okay, if you're doing it a little bit too much, you're like, it's actually coming from a place of lack. It's actually coming from a place of fear. Like, I don't know if I'm doing it right. I don't know if it's going to happen. So I'm going to keep going hardest, you know, and it's like, okay, there's also need to like pull back on that and moderate how much. Like if you're praying for it every day, like, I don't know, you're going to have to work that out. If you're in magician mode, the high priestess tag came out here, you can feel it out. What the best, how many times you should ask, or how much you should go and try to manifest it before you need to just sit back and relax. Because part of that stage part of the process of manifesting, you ask, right? You have faith. But then that last and final step is when you just stand still and move on and let it go. The letting it go part is the hardest part, right? And it's like, when do you just let go and let it come in? So that's something that's gonna have to get worked out here. Also a belief system of like not having to fight so hard. With the 7 of Wands coming out again, along with this, with the 9 of Cups, it's like someone feels like there might be a belief system like I have to fight for this dream for it to happen. When it's like half believing. It's believing in your ability to manifest, but you might think that it's supposed to happen in a way that's that makes sense to you, which is putting in extra effort. Like I'm gonna put in my order, but I'm also gonna put in a bunch of effort, which is great, only if it's inspired action. So you might be asking for something and then you're overdoing the action and overexerting yourself, when you could just sit still, wait for your response, wait for your set of instructions, okay, for this solution. All right, I hope that made sense. All right, but yeah, you don't have to fight for it. Sit still, wait for the instructions to come in, or wait for the inspired action. And that's spiritual discernment right there. That's going to take spiritual discernment and understanding, okay, when am I moving out of being scared? Scared of it not playing out the way I wanted to? When am I moving forward? When am I acting based off of control issues? And when am I acting based off of inspired action? All right? That's going to be a major breakthrough. That's going to change the game, and how quickly this thing is that you want to come in. All right, that's a piece of wisdom that needs to be attained and acquired on this path. So if anything, set the intention of just being a better manifester. Try to ask for better practices of what it is that you need to do. All right, I think I mentioned a few things if you want to rewind it, and some suggestions. All right. And how to conserve your energy and work smarter. All right, what is the power animal? Lizard spirit, dream the world into being. Yeah. How much time are you taking to like daydream and really just enjoy the fantasy of it, right? Like, for example, I can do affirmations all day, sex magic all day, right? To get this, get this apartment, which is what I was doing. Then I allowed myself to daydream as well. Like, oh, what would that look like? And it wasn't any action. I wasn't racking my brain of like, okay, how can I find the best job to move out here? How can I get the best apartment? Let me research a shit ton of things. Let me get frantic. And I was just like daydreaming. I was taking it easy, like, oh man, and just really enjoying the feeling of it. Like, oh, I'm gonna love it out there. I'm gonna have this. It's gonna be the perfect neighbors, and I'm gonna love the environment. It's gonna be fun, you know, and just really just doing that, you know, allowing for the fun of the manifestation to come through as well. The fun of the act of manifesting, the fun of the journey, the fun of the fantasy before it actually comes in, because how you really draw it in is by your emotions, right? You have to feel it. The more you feel it, the quicker that thing comes in for real. Okay? You can reprogram your mind into believing it, right? But the emotions, that's why sex magic is so amazing, because you're already in this beautiful emotional state when you're at your peak, right? So that allows for, if you do that and then say your affirmations in that ecstatic low, you know, that it works. All right. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the fantasy. Allow that to be a hobby of yours. Dreaming about the penthouse, as opposed to putting in too much work, you know, because it seems like some of the work is just energy wasted. Yeah. So we have 55, snake spirit, time to heal. So yeah, as I mentioned, there's some like belief systems also about how you need to work hard or something like that, where it's like it's kind of hard for you to understand the easy flow of it, that things can be easier. That needs to be healed, okay, so that you can lean more on spirit. All right, that's going to help you lay a more solid foundation moving forward for any goal that you have. It's like, oh, this is how it could work. This is a formula. And then you'll know how to tune in to that formula for yourself. Okay, that's going to take trial and error, and that's going to take your spiritual discernment to figure out how it works for you. All right, how much effort you need to put in versus how much play you need to have when it comes to manifestations. All right. 36, 55. Oh, I know that's right with the 55. And we have the 55 here. I swear this mentality is going to be a major game changer. All right. And I think the game changer is going to come from the idea of like, oh, I didn't know it could be this easy. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are worth. This is not a romance reading at all, but I felt the need to pull it because I feel like the softness needs to come in more. The vulnerability, the feeling of it, the fantasizing, the daydreaming. That there needs to be more of that. That's what I'm feeling here. The romantic feelings. How do you feel about love? Okay, you can fantasize about this dream love. You can fantasize about this dream life. Fantasize about this dream job. Fantasize about this dream income. Okay, whatever it is for you, fantasize about it and enjoy it. You know, allow your inner child to enjoy it too. All right, I'm getting that. It's time to master the final step in manifestations, which is sitting back, relaxing, and waiting for inspired action, which is hard to say, right? It's easier to say than do, right? Especially as earth signs. Look at that, very soon, look at that. Very soon in playfulness. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Yes. There's a need to be a bit more lighthearted and more playful about what it is that you want, okay? Don't burn yourself out. This can also, see this coming back to the physical, because I feel like there might be a bit of a denial when it comes to, there might be a little bit of denial when it comes to your physical body. So when I was talking about dancing with life, it's like things might be coming stagnant or slowing down, but I feel like things are also kind of energetically in your body. Things are kind of, you might feel it in your body a little bit, okay? And that's showing up in the outside world, okay? But yeah, so we have very soon, like that game changer way of thinking, like you're on the right track. Just shift the dial a little bit. It's just a subtle shift, a subtle refinement in your practice and manifesting your goals, and it'll come in very soon. All right. We do have keep an open mind with how this manifestation comes in. All right, and we do have wedding coming out, which I feel like is a card of you uniting, having the union with your manifestation, whatever that is. This can be weddings. It could be about love, but this just feels like the manifestation, whatever this manifestation represents for you. You finally coming together with that dream that you want. All right, we're all set. Thank you so much, Cappies. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG if you want a tarot reading. Check out the info box below. Until we meet again, peace.